Your topic this week.
So I have some pet peeves in the credit card community. I think we all do. So I asked my co-hosts to come up with a few of their, it doesn't have to be your favorite pet peeve. It doesn't even have to be a big pet peeve. One of my biggest and the ones that annoys me the most is when I go into the Wells Fargo app to look at my choice card, it will not give me the information on like my points with choice. But if I go into the Amex app, it'll give me my Hilton and my Delta. If I go into the Chase app, it will give me my IHG. Just let me see the number of points I have with the co-brand of which I have a card with you. That is not hard. That is a pet peeve. That is one of those little pet peeves. Poorly designed apps in general is a pet peeve for me. Using the word hack when it is not a hack. Matt and I had a conversation with this before Lonnie got on. Using your points is not hacking them. I'm sorry. If you have to click two buttons, it's not a hack. It's just not. Like that word means nothing anymore. Like it just means nothing. And it's fine. People use it because algorithm. I get it. I don't begrudge people using it in videos because of algorithm. I do get that. But let's be a little bit serious. Like it's not a hack. My third one is more serious. I understand that some people know more than others. But if a person who is newer into credit cards, especially newer into credit cards, is excited about a redemption, don't crap all over that because you feel they didn't do it the right way. You can offer, hey, next time, maybe try X, Y, or Z, but don't take away all of their joy because you think they did it the wrong way. Because ultimately, they're not your points. They didn't hurt you by using their points the way they wanted to. They just did their redemption differently. And I've seen a lot of times people do it, and then you never see that person post again. Or that person is just like in Discord, that person just shuts down entirely. Because like you just shared a thing, and yeah, sometimes they just want a pat on the back, but give them some encouragement and be like, hey, maybe try flying out of this hub instead of that hub for the same United or Delta or whatever, and you might get a little more. Like you can offer some advice without making them feel like an idiot. So those are three of mine. I would love to hear, Lonnie, some of your pet peeves in credit cards.
Yeah, I don't think I have three, but I definitely have two that just get me. And I already brought up one, and that's effing embossed cards. Why are we still printing numbers, imprinting numbers on the cards? Just make it flat. I don't know how much the machine costs that embosses cards, but I'm sure it's cheaper to just not do it. The ink to just write it on the card would just be cheaper. I have absolutely no idea, but whatever. Just stop doing it. Can we just have flat cards, please? My other one, and I'm not going to take away from you, RJ. I actually like yours as well, especially the hack thing, because then when I really come up with a hack, no one is like, it doesn't really seem like a hack because the word hack has been used too much. Yeah, I do agree with that. It wasn't on my list though, but I liked it. But my number one is flexing your card like it gives you clout. Man, y'all need to go sit down in the corner. I'm sorry. I don't care what card it is you got. I don't care if it's metal. I love me a metal card. I'll say it all day. Make my cards flat and metal. I am happy with a slightly heavier wallet. But just because your card is metal does not mean that you are more special. Just because your card is black, and I'm not talking about the black card, I'm just saying it's black, does not make you more special. And can we finally put it to rest? You are not special because you have an Amex Platinum. You have a decent credit score.
So I
I would
should
say I'm
not
gonna
get that Amex Platinum tattoo that I was going to get.
do you, girl, do you? I ain't mad at you. Knock yourself out. But it does not mean you're rich. It does not mean that you are some social elite in any way. It might make a good sound depending on the angle that it hits the table, but that is about it. I will give that its credit right there. It makes a pretty fun sound. But If we're all sitting at a table and you flash out your Amex Platinum at the restaurant and throw that down on the table like you the big dog, I'm gonna let you pay. I'm not gonna think any more of you. I just saved me $75 from my steak and potatoes because you want to act like you're all that. I got one too, but it's at home because there's absolutely no reason for me to carry it outside of the house. So you can go ahead and pay tonight, player. Go ahead, take all that. I won't even share the tip with you. I'll just go ahead and say I need to go to the bathroom or I'll just go pick up my car. You got the platinum. You're the big dog tonight. All right. There is no card that makes you special. I wouldn't even say the Amex Black Card does not make you special. That just means you're rich. Let's just be real. That just makes you rich. It means you're rich because it costs a lot to buy into it than the annual fee and to hold on to it and all that other stuff. I can live without it. It doesn't actually do any extra thing for you. And for all y'all that's been to the Amex Centurion Lounge, yeah, I don't care which one you've been in. The little black card section is pretty sad for the amount of money it takes to get a black card. Yes, you have a dedicated place to sit and everyone can look at you like you're first class as group 5 boards the airplane, but it's literally the same blue chair, maybe next to a window and a bowl of fruit. And you know what they also got around the corner at the buffet? A bowl of fruit. They filled it up with the exact same fruit, y'all. It doesn't make you more special. It really doesn't. Man, that's my biggest pet peeve is when someone has a card and they're like, "Oh yeah, now I'm now big dog because I got this." No, you're not. You just got a good credit score. Maybe you did some proper financial decisions, and no one can see your digital wallet. Also, by the way, so
Yeah.
even if you got an Aspire card, yeah, you got diamond status. Guess what? The only people that care are the people checking you in. The people standing in line behind you don't give a shit. Does not matter. So,
Now
all right, Wusa,
I'm
Wusa.
trying to picture my platinum, but with the shade of purple of the Delta Reserve, and that would be a really pretty card. Matt, a man who has never had a pet peeve a day in his life, did you drum up a few for this question?
That's clearly a lie. One of my biggest pet peeves, also in the Wells Fargo app, Wells Fargo does not break, it does not give you the total number of points on your purchase. You have to go fish and find each transaction and make sure that the transactions line up the way that they're supposed to. A lot of people will say, oh, the Wells Fargo tune doesn't get 4% on Amazon like Matt says it does. No, it does. It's just stupid the way that Wells Fargo sets up the reward structure in the app to show you. Now, there are technological things or whatever. Buy a better coder, hire a better coder. Like there are coders at Chase who could use a challenge, import them, hire them, give them more money. It's easy. So that one is a pretty big pet peeve. When it comes to cards themselves, there are cards that are carbon copies of each other. The only difference is one is a $99 annual fee. The other just happens to be, I don't know, a $499 annual fee. And the $499 annual fee only has one or two extra bells and whistles. You're paying a stupid amount of money for the same card. Don't do that. Also, cards in terms of flexing, there's only one card that is like really flex worthy. And unless you're a member of the Dubai royal family, you ain't got that card. This is the one that has a diamond embedded in the card and has no limit. And like you want to go buy a Maserati on the card, the bank just clears it for you right then and there. Even Amex don't do that. Other pet peeves, things like the attitude that a sub is always, while mathematically a welcome offer is always a better return on spend than your typical spend. Not everyone has the taste to go after a welcome offer every three weeks. Not everyone has the credit profile to go after a welcome offer every 3 weeks. And there's a certain sort of like mentality that starts to build amongst folks who probably shouldn't be applying for cards with the velocity that I'm noticing some folks apply for cards, that the only justification for it is the only justification that seems to be presented in their subtext is I need this to sit at the cool table. Whereas if they chill, as our wandering and as our on assignment co-host likes to mention, if they just chill out, like they could reassess and figure out if card X actually meets their needs instead of I need to hit this welcome offer, I need to hit this welcome offer, I need to hit this welcome offer, and I need everyone to approve me for like the welcome offers that I'm going down. And encouraging folks that they have to go the welcome offer path above all else is a concern of mine and a bit of a pet peeve because not everyone can do that. And encouraging folks to try to do that is, I don't have the right adjective at the moment, but it's not great, guys. It's not great. There are folks who are chasing multiple welcome offers or back-to-back welcome offers that probably shouldn't. And you shouldn't encourage people to go that route if they don't have the means or education or and it's not even, I'm not trying to say this as a class thing. I'm not trying to say this as anything other than there are folks new to the game who enter the game and try to run a marathon on nothing more than a bag of Frito-Lays and half a Gatorade instead of building up to it, instead of training. And you ain't getting far on Frito-Lays, a half a Gatorade, and all the lactic acid that's going to kill you at mile 3.5.
Also, don't eat that before you sit next to me on an airplane either.
Yeah, probably a bad idea, especially if they're the flavored Frito-Lays, like the chili ones. Yeah, don't do that. Lonnie's not going to be happy with you.
Or Haribo gummy bears. Leave them at Hudson News. Do not eat them before you get on the plane, please.
Leave those things in Germany. How did they get here?
Right
They're
now,
good.
if you get the Haribo, you might not get on the plane because apparently there are some additives in a couple of bags that have made people space out.
I'm, I'm just saying, they're good gummy bears. It's just they're not good for your gut at 30,000 feet in a pressurized cabin or anyone sitting next to you.
See,
Not
that's
speaking
how
from
Lonnie.
experience. I'm just saying I'm on airplanes long enough to know the secret sauce of the Haribo gummy bear.
That's why Lonnie only books Polaris now. One experience too many. No, don't open the Haribo. I'm moving up to Polaris. Thank you. Bye bye. Yeah, I think those are three pretty big ones. Three pretty good ones. Wells Fargo, fix your damn app. Hire some coders. Steal them from Amex. Steal them from Chase. You know what to do. Pay them a little bit of money. Do that. Make a better app. And don't lead people astray in this community. Anyway,
My my final one before I turn it back over to Matt to close the show is people of credit card design. Not every card needs to be blue. Like we can have other colors other than blue. That would be great. I would like a few other options. Thank you.
I would actually like to customize mine. Like the design could be the same. Going back to Amex Platinum, every Amex Platinum can have the exact same design, but I should be able to like customize, for example, the color. If I wanted more of a titanium look, a brushed metal look, maybe if I wanted a color, red, green, something of that nature, blue. Now, I would say black is off the wall because I actually have a black card, but I think that part could be fun. And even though I do every so often, I'm a white American Express gold card holder with the white gold color. When they did that limited edition, I find it's a good looking card. It's still just a card. Who gives two craps? It's still just a card. But I like the way that it looked. But it's also not available anymore. So for those that are like doing upgrade, downgrade, it's man, you're gonna downgrade to a green and go back to a gold, but you're gonna get classic gold because you can't get to the white gold anymore, and then you're just holding on to a white gold card for the sake of it. And now it's doing even literally not doing anything. I would like to have that ability to customize them. I know there are companies you send your card to and then they can make your card into something else, but whatever. I would just be like, here are a couple of designs, here are a couple of colors, even if it's not fully custom, but here's a couple of colors and just make it fun.
Put an acetate rim all around your card.
Maybe, maybe. What's wrong with that?
Works for my face.
But yeah, a brush metal, I would even just take brush silver metal. It's getting scratched anyway. It's going to be brushed in a couple of years. So just give it to me now.
That would look good.
Or a mirror finish. That would be hard though. A mirror finish would be, and I don't mean hard as in that would be awesome because somebody out there thinking that their platinum card gives them some clout is going to be flashing that mirror card and you're going to get some sunbeams directly in the eye.
I pulled my platinum out of my wallet, and well, that was your first mistake.
Warning, please do not bring your mirror finish American Express Platinum cards into the wilderness while you're hiking. Ooh, carbon fiber credit card.
Yeah. I think that would be hot.
It's all in the chip now anyway, so like the
It's all
card
in the chip.
itself can be made of anything. Like have
It's
some
not even the
fun.
chip. It was always this chip in the strip, and you could always do something with it. Yeah, I think a carbon fiber card would be sick. That would actually be hard. And my wallet wouldn't weigh a pound because I got two metal cards sitting in it.
On my Sapphire Reserve in a carbon fiber finish, I want my American Express Platinum card to be what's another one?
Titanium's very light metal, so I'd be okay with one titanium, one carbon fiber.
If Goldman Sachs can afford to make titanium for the Apple Card, then Amex can afford titanium for
Oh
the
yeah. Or like a little strip of Kevlar.
And there's levels of titanium. We're not talking about like the super expensive titanium that's like on a spaceship. We're talking about the titanium that's on like your iPhone, folks. Like we can get some pretty decent cost titanium.
Yeah, there are
Yes,
watches that are pretty cheap for with titanium that it's like grade 2 titanium. Like it's fine.
exactly.
Or if you want to go the complete opposite direction, just get a tungsten credit card.
No.
I don't need a paperweight out of a credit card now.
I'm using that more for house defense. Anyway. Hey, if the criminal wants what's in my wallet, he better be able to pick up my wallet. If you can't pick up my wallet, you can't get what's inside it.
I'm waiting for the unobtainium credit card.
And the vibranium one too.
Yeah. It's actually made out of a chunk of Thor's hammer. You have to really be worthy to pick that credit card up.
The card just chooses you at that point. Is unobtainium hard to obtain? I ask you this.